Good afternoon, everybody. Here's a look at your headlines on this Tuesday afternoon. The University of West Florida president has announced she's resigning. Plus, the Mobile Police Department releases its annual report. We have the details on that. And a home gutted by fire. That and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. Glad you're joining me on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Devin Walsh. We just wrapped up our newscast at noon. We had a great group of students come in from Cultivate Studios in Mobile. This is a relatively new school. Started out with 6 students. Now they're going to be up to 52 next year. And it's non-traditional learning. So they have time in the morning where they do traditional subjects. But this school is based on different projects and different ways of thinking. They spend a lot of time outside. Different age groups work together. It's just really interesting to hear about how differently people learn. We all went to traditional school and took tests and do all the things, but that's not always the best path for everyone. And so it was really interesting to hear about how people are being educated differently in our community. So thank you to Ms. Zimmerman and the folks there, Ms. Loper there at Cultivate Studios for coming in and touring our station today. We really enjoyed having them. All right, everybody, let's get right to our big stories at this hour. Number 5, Alabama officials say state employees' usernames and passwords have been compromised in the recent hacking of statewide systems. Investigators do not believe any personal information like names and addresses were stolen. The cyber breach was first discovered last week, and crews with the Office of Information Technology have been working to fix the problem. Investigators are looking for the person responsible for the breach. Number 4, Milton's first ever female police chief will soon officially take the reins. Jennifer Frank will be sworn in as the city's new police chief tonight at 5:30 at City Hall. Frank says her goal is to prepare her officers the best way she can to protect the city. Before being named as Milton's police chief, she served as the chief in Windsor, Vermont. She replaces former chief Tony Tyndall after he retired in January. Number 3, the president of the University of West Florida announces she's stepping down. Martha Saunders sent out the announcement to students and staff yesterday, saying it's not an easy decision to resign. Saunders served as the university's president since 2017. Before that, she was the school's provost from 2013 to 2016, when the Board of Trustees tapped her to be the university's 6th president. She also served as president of the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg. Number 2, the Mobile Police Department has released the findings of its annual crime report to the public. The report outlines the number of crimes committed in the city during 2024. Last year, there were 37 homicides in Mobile, 4 more compared to 2023. The number of rapes decreased from 98 in 2023 to 70 in 2024. There were also fewer robberies, with 124 robberies reported last year compared to 146 in 2023. According to the report, overall violent crime went down more than 11% last year. And number 1, a home gutted by fire. The home is on Kings Gate Drive off of Moffett Road. This happened this morning. Our Sky 5 drone captured the extent of the damage. Look at that. That is just heartbreaking for those people that live in that beautiful house. You can see firefighters still working there inside the house. They were called to the home around 10 o'clock this morning. Right now, no word on what sparked the fire or if anyone was hurt. But I am looking at that video, and it's just unbelievable to see the extent of that fire and how quickly that home went up in flames. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. All right, everybody, it's time for us to hear from you, which is what we enjoy doing. It's time for our question of the day. And this question is, are you concerned about digital assistants listening in on private moments? As you know, there's been a national lawsuit and I'm paraphrasing this, with Siri-assisted devices answering questions out of the blue. And so I actually got an email yesterday from a law firm saying, if you had a device with Siri on it in the last 10 years, you might be eligible for a settlement, but you got to fill out all this stuff. So are you concerned about digital assistants listening in on private moments? Let's go ahead and see what some of you say. Pamela says, yes, especially when my family talks about something and the next time I'm on the phone, the sales ads match what we were talking about. Happens way too often. So we were having, okay, that's not what we're going to read. That was a very inappropriate one. Let's see. Phones have been doing it for years, says Lee. Talk about something, and then when you go on Facebook, you get ad after ad for it. That's absolutely true. That happens to me all the time. Let's see if I can get. Don says, no more so than the CIA, FBI, or government doing it. Okay, so that's our question of the day. We don't have a whole lot of comments on that, so if you have some things you'd like to weigh in on, or are you concerned about digital assistants listening in on private moments, go ahead and answer our question of the day. Okay, now I'm going to scoot on over to our poll of the day. This one's a fun one. This one made me laugh when I saw it. Our poll of the day, jorts are back in style. Jeans slash shorts, jorts, are back in style. Yes, no, or no opinion. And we're getting some comments. Jennifer says she never knew jean shorts went out of style. Jess says better than junderwear. Okay. I'm a NASCAR fan. Come to Talladega and you will find jorts never went out of style. So anyway, what do you think? Jorts are back in style. Are you a fan? If you want to comment on that. I will say denim seems to be really in style right now. Even when it comes to like jean skirts are back in, and there are like a lot of denim dresses out there, I've noticed. I'm not a fan of denim dresses. I used to love them, but I don't love them now, and I find myself going in stores and I'm seeing a lot of denim dresses, and I'm like, nah, not for me. But they might be for you. So if you want to comment on whether or not you're a fan of jorts, you can do it, and you can comment on our poll of the day or vote in our poll of the day until 5 o'clock tonight. And don't forget, you can answer our question of the day until 5:30. That's when we will go ahead and close down our poll and our question and read some more of your comments. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me for News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh, and I'll see you back here today for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a nice afternoon, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.